Sup? Sorry I've been gone for a little bit. I actually got a community guideline strike on my channel when YouTube introduced their new harassment policy last week, which prevented me from uploading anything to my channel. The strike was for a video uploaded in 2017, and was because of what could basically be described as a diss track at the end of the video. Anyway, I appealed the strike and the appeal got rejected. Then oddly enough, the next day the strike had been removed and the video was reinstated. Very weird. I've deleted the video now and hopefully that's the end of it. But props to YouTube and their new harassment policy rollout. It seems to be going very smoothly. In fact, I might do a video about it in the next week or two. Until then, we've got a few things to catch up on. And the pressing/hilarious issue of the day is Chunky Chunk Yogurt's congressional election campaign getting endorsed by Bernie Sanders. Then a couple of hours later, Chunky Chunk Yogurt's congressional election campaign getting unendorsed by Bernie Sanders. We'll talk about that right after this sponsor. On a recent episode of the Dr. Phil show, a man whose smart devices were hacked says it's changed everything for him and his wife. The hackers were able to collect information on the family through the deep web, which led them to their personal email, which led them to their home video security database, where the hackers could spy on their every move. No family should have to deal with this type of situation. One of the best things you can do to help protect your personal phone and internet data is to sign up for a free 30-day trial of VirtualShield VPN. VirtualShield can be used to shield your browsing activity from prying eyes, whether on a public Wi-Fi connection, in a foreign country, or just at home. They can even change your location. Check this out. What's my IP.com? Bang. So here's my current IP address that indicates I'm located in Sydney, Australia. I'll open VirtualShield and change my location to Germany. Hit refresh, and now I've got a new IP address that indicates I'm located in Frankfurt, Germany. This month, VirtualShield is offering a holiday season special of 30% off all VPN plans and all premium add-ons. Sign up for a free 30-day trial to see what all the hype is about. You've got nothing to lose. So Chunky Chunk Yogurt, otherwise known as he's running for Congress, as we discussed in my last video. Now, he got rather excited and super psyched just recently over some rather high-profile endorsements. Let's watch.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the updates. You've gotten some pretty huge, high-profile endorsements.
Yeah, no, I'm super psyched about it.
This is pretty big news. He's super psyched about it.
Ro Khanna is a legend. He came out on the first day, but we also did a press release recently with him and Nina Turner.
Nice.
So these are wonderful, strong progressive fighters. Ro Khanna was the first Justice Democrat ever.
Let me just say, I don't know who either of these people are, and I really don't give a shit. See, I'm not coming at this topic from the point of view of pretending to care about American politics. I really don't care about the 25th Congressional District of California or whatever the fuck. No, I just really don't like Chunk. I think he's a bumbling, regressive idiot who deserves to be laughed at a lot. That's why I make these videos.
They're both co-chairs on Bernie Sanders' campaign, so let me not bury the lead.
Oh, go on, bury the lead, Chunk.
Today,
Yes.
Bernie Sanders endorsed me.
That is fucking massive. Well done, Chunk.
It's an incredible honor. Okay, this guy's a legend, and he's fought for us for 40 years. I think he's the most likely to become president of the United States. I've thought that for a long time. I often been alone in thinking that, but all of a sudden here he is, gaining in all of the polling in all of the states. And so for a guy like that in the middle of his own presidential run to have the courage to back me, just a simple congressional candidate, it's humbling. It's amazing.
Bernie Sanders endorses Chunk Yogurt for Congress in CA25. Statement. I'm endorsing Chunk because I know he will serve ordinary people, not powerful special interests. All right, this is my Bernie Sanders impression. I am neither American or Jewish. Go fuck yourself, get fucked. I'm committing to this. He is a voice that we desperately need in Congress and will be a great representative for CA25 and the country. For many years, Chunk has been one of the most outstanding progressive journals in our country. He has shown enormous courage in standing up to the greed and power of the corporate elite and has spent his entire life fighting for justice and the needs of the working people of our country. Chunk has been a strong advocate for Medicare for all and believes that healthcare is a human right, not a privilege. He understands that climate change change is an existential threat to our country and the planet, and will fight for a Green New Deal. Bernie Sanders. He has been a leader in our country in fighting to end the corrupt political system in which billionaires can buy elections. Bernie Sanders. For years, Cenk has inspired people all across the country to organize against corrupt forces in our politics. And now he's organizing the people in his district to do the same. Bernie Sanders. I'm endorsing Cenk because I know he will serve ordinary people, not powerful special interests. He is a voice that we desperately need in Congress and will be a great representative for CA25 and the country. Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders! So anyway, that happens, and Cenk tweets about it like 20 fucking times in one day. Like, getting an endorsement from Bernie Sanders is big news. He's fucking psyched. Then Bernie gets a heap of backlash over the endorsement from political players, media articles, everyday individuals and supporters because of all the ridiculous, horrible, fucked up shit Cenk's done over the years, including, but not limited to, blogging about how women's DNA is inferior because they won't fuck him, denying the Armenian genocide, and supporting the legalization of bestiality. No, I'm not joking. Cenk wants to legalize bestiality.
If I were the benevolent dictator of the world, I would legalize bestiality where you are giving, where you are pleasuring the animal. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Okay. Now why? Why did that happen? It's the dumbest thing I've said.
It really is the dumbest thing you said.
No, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because so there's was the case that we covered where there was a guy or a girl or something that was pleasuring a horse, and the horse came to a conclusion, right? So who got harmed?
You know that people who are, okay, look, not to be a downer about what you're saying, because what you're saying sounds kind of funny, but a lot of people who are being raped can actually have an orgasm. So if a guy is being raped, he can have an orgasm. You can't say, if you come, that means you wanted it. That's not the right way to go.
But number one, you're being an unbelievable downer.
I am, but that's the truth.
Number two, they're not both humans. Number three, I mean, if you really asked the horse, did you mind? The answer's got to be, no.
Yeah, so that's really, really, really weird and fucked up. Anyway, no doubt predicting what was about to come, Cenk throws out these preemptive tweets. I can't tell you how much I appreciate the endorsements of Bernie Sanders, Ro Khanna and Nina Turner. Wait, wasn't Nina Turner a fucking singer? Tina Turner. And I'm not trying to do a Cenk impression. I wouldn't even know where to start. And local progressive groups that gave me their support. Their stance took real courage in the face of the corporate media and democratic establishment onslaught. I want to be free of any influence other than the voters of CA25. I will not be beholden to corporations, lobbyists, or special interest groups. And I will not stand by while those groups attack my political allies. That's why I've decided I will not be accepting any endorsements. My job is to represent the voters and the voters alone. The only endorsements I'll be accepting going forward is that of the voters of CA25, Cenk. And like clockwork, a couple of days after his wholehearted endorsement, I think I said a couple of hours before, I sometimes exaggerate for effect, a couple of days after endorsing Cenk, Bernie Sanders unendorses Cenk. Cenk Yogurt has been a long-time fighter against corruption. However, our movement is bigger than any one person. I hear my supporters who are frustrated and understand their concerns. Cenk today said he is rejecting all endorsements for his campaign, and I retract my endorsement. So anyway, that was a funny turn of events. All I can say to Cenk is ha ha, ha ha ha, ha ha ha, ha ha. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you soon.
Recession,